Hello, hello, hello. This is Single Mama Double Life. I'm your girl Edge. Welcome to this channel. So, if you're new here, don't worry, this channel is new here. Please hit the subscribe button, like and share this video. We're still growing as we go. We have a lot to work on, that's true. So I'm open to suggestions and comments. Please, just be respectful. So today, I'm here to share some of the challenges I've faced since being a single parent. So, I wrote down my thoughts because my attention span is very limited, okay? Number one is splitting your time with the kids. So in my case, I have a 50% custody of my kids and their dad has the 50%. So they are with me 1 week at a time. They are with him 1 week at a time. So obviously I don't have them 100% of the time, which is very sad. You know, sometimes I get sad about it. They are your kids. They drive you nuts, they drive you crazy, but God knows when they step out of the house, you're already missing them. So imagine me going a whole week without seeing them. And sometimes I have to force my way for me to even hear their voice. It's really sad. You know, that's one of my top challenges I'm still dealing with. It was very hard at the beginning, but we've all gotten used to it. The kids have gotten used to that now, the back and forth, and we're still making the best out of it. So I try to be very, 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 very intentional with my time when I have them. Like I don't do personal activities when I have my kids. I don't go on dates when I have my kids. I don't spend time with friends when I have my kids. I work, yes, but thankfully my job is 312. So I arrange my schedule in a way that I do maybe 1 or 2 days when I have them. I don't pick up overtime when I have them, just so that I'm able to be present with them. So if you guys keep hearing some stuff, somebody is upstairs fixing a dresser mirror for me. So yeah, I try to be very intentional with the time that I have them. And I also plan like memorable activities on the week that I have them, apart from their usual activities, maybe school, after school activities and stuff like that. On the weekends, maybe one weekend, I plan maybe a museum visit or a picnic, or maybe we'll go bowling or we go top golfing, or at least just go out to DC, maybe go to dinner. Just something that is gonna be memorable that we can do together as a family, just me and them. I'm sorry, my voice is shaky. I'm still new with this videoing thing. Number two is feeling overwhelmed. Yeah. So being a parent in general is overwhelming. When you're doing it with someone else, a couple parents is overwhelming. So imagine doing it yourself. It's hard, it's tough. And then while still navigating work, while still navigating your own personal life, it can take a toll on you sometimes. And for me, yeah, once in a while I have my days, and I always tell my kids, like, I'm not a strong mom, I'm not a super mom, I'm just a mom that is trying her best. Kids have a lot of after school activities, and there are it's two of them. So imagine you have to take this person Monday to soccer, the other person has basketball, the other, like, it's a lot. And I am not fortunate enough to work from home like my co-parent does for me. So when I have those times, my time, I have to work, and then I don't have enough time to do all those activities. I had a conversation with them like, hey, today, if I can't, I can't. Like, mommy's really exhausted, mommy's tired. I used to work night shifts, so I used to sleep a lot. I used to be so exhausted. I feel like now I've changed to day shift. It's way better. I have more energy for other things, to be present with them, to take them to their activities and stuff. But when I used to work night shift, some days I'm coming home, I'm really tired, can't even get out of bed. Have a conversation with them like, I'm sorry today, mommy can't take you to that practice. I mean, sometimes they get mad, they may cry, but they'll come around and understand, like, okay, mommy, I understand. And we'll move it on. So just have a community as well. I don't have a huge community, but I have a very close ones that are there whenever I call. My mom stays with me, so she's very, very helpful. She's very hands-on with my kids. So I have that person I can lean on also with them. Number three is inconsistent goals or different parenting styles. So having two households means the kids have to deal with two different goals. They go to daddy's house, they have a different role. They come to mommy's house, they have a different role. And sometimes kids are very smart. They may want to have some loopholes in between and take advantage of either parent. So what I did in my situation, I have an open conversation with my co-parent, like, okay, when they are with me, this and this, try as best as you can to uphold those goals over at your place. Sometimes it might not be the same. You don't even know you're not there. You don't know what they abide by, but you just do your best at your own time. You know, my kids try to get away with stuff. Sometimes like, oh, but in daddy's house, I watch iPad after I study. I'm like, okay, daddy can do it. But in mommy's house, no TV or iPad until Friday. So they get that. They may try to sneak it in a while. Like, nope, this is my rule, my household, my rules. Mi casa, my rule. Okay. So yeah, just find your own boundaries around it, find your own rules. You can't control everything, unfortunately. This is the situation you have at hand. You can't control it. So just control what you can control, which is your household, which is your rules. Number 4. This is very important. It is, personally, I haven't gotten to this point yet, which is navigating new relationship with your kids, basically blending your new relationship with your kids. I've read a bit about it because I'm somebody that likes to plan my life way ahead of time. So I've read a bit about it on how it can be messy. Hopefully in my case, it might be different because my co-parent has already moved on and my kids have seen it and they are okay with it. So obviously they know mommy at one point gonna move on as well. So I've dated, obviously, but I haven't gotten to that point where I have to blend my relationship with my kids yet. But when that time comes, I've already started reading about it, and the few things I've been able to come across is you have to take your time with the kids. It's not something you have to drop on them like a bombshell. You don't have to come in too hard with that. Maybe gradually introducing them little by little. Start with the name. Actually start with you getting dressed for a date, probably. And then when they ask, oh, mommy, where are you going? Where are you going? Oh, I'm going on a date. Or come and help me pick a clothes for a date, or maybe show them a picture like, look at this, I went out last weekend on a date, like, so that they actually understand, like, okay, mommy's out there, mommy's dating. Okay, that's that one, check. And then number 2, start letting them be familiar with the name of the person, the name of the potential partner. If it's Paul, like maybe Paul calls you once or twice when the kids are around, and they're like, oh, mommy, your phone is ringing. Ask them, who is calling? Oh, it's Paul. I'm like, okay, you pick up. Tomorrow again, oh, mommy, you have a message, like, who is that? Say Paul. Oh, okay. Or maybe you're in the car with the kids and then Paul calls. So things like that, they start getting familiar with the name Paul. So when the time actually comes for Paul and the kids to get acquainted, it won't be like this name out of the blues I've never heard about. And then when that day finally comes, I read in a book that it's easier on the kids if it's not in a formal setting, like a setting where they can't escape, maybe a Christmas dinner or Thanksgiving dinner. That's like, it will be too much for them. Like in a setting where not in too long of a time where they can just meet, get acquainted, and everybody goes their way. So it won't be too awkward. Maybe like a sporting event, they know it's gonna be an hour or 2 hours. They get acquainted. They don't even have to communicate. They don't even have to talk to him that much. And you guys go apart. Or maybe at a ice cream shop where they don't have to talk too much and everybody goes their way. At least for the first few times, so that they just get used to it before bringing the potential partner to a big family gathering. Another list is financial constraint. We all know with this economy, 2 finances are always better than 1. 2 incomes are always better than 1. It doesn't matter what type of job you have. It doesn't matter how much you're getting paid. 2 are always better than 1 when it comes to finances. But this is what I have to deal with. This is what I have. And I've been very, very intentional about learning about money. I never used to think about money. I just want to work and I don't have to budget. I don't want to know where my money goes, basically. But now I'm very cautious about it because I only have myself to rely on. I don't have any backup plan. I only have myself to fall back on. So I want to make sure wherever my penny is going is worth it, and I know what is coming in, I know what is going out. So budgeting, you have to make budgeting your friend. It can be very, very intimidating at the beginning, but the more you get yourself used to it, the more it becomes easy. I started with like budgeting apps. I'm using like Empower budgeting apps. Of course, this is not any paid advertisement. Empower budgeting apps like keep me in track of my spending. I usually try to budget and pay the most important bills first, which is my mortgage, my car notes, and then some of the other bills. And then if I have anything left, plan maybe activities for the month, and then of course have a emergency savings account and stuff like that. So financial constraints can be a big deal, especially for being a single parent. Maybe you and your co-parent are splitting bills when it comes to medical bills, or maybe school supplies. But what about vacations? What about activities with the kids? So Groupon is my best friend. It's my best tool when I try to plan activities for the kids. I always try to use Groupon if I can. If it's a movie, my job usually have like employee discounts movie tickets. I get those. If it's traveling, Costco Travel, of course, it's not a paid advertisement. Costco Travel has been a life changer for me in terms of traveling. Last year, I used them to go to Disney World with the kids. And then this year also, I used them to go to the Cayman Island with the kids. So family travel, I try to always go with Costco. Of course, they are not paying me, but try to go with them because it's kind of like a package. It comes in a package. So there's car, hotel, and air involved. So you don't have to go through all those hassle and bustle about picking your hotel or about picking the car or stuff like that. When we went to Disney World last year, I think it was for 5 days. We stayed at the Animal Kingdom. Everything was included, including car. And then went to the Cayman Island. I did not want car, so I opted out of car. So it's very, very budget friendly for me. As long as you plan way ahead of time. Like if you book your packages like 6 months ahead of time, Costco usually gives you like a payment plan. You pay on installment. It give you like maybe 3 or 4 installments for you to pay. So when the time comes, you don't actually feel that bulk money coming out of your hands. Just so that I'm able to like take the kids somewhere at least for the summer. So those are the few challenges. Of course, there are more, but those are just a few ones I personally have encountered, and hopefully I'm doing better with them. I hope somebody somewhere will be able to benefit from this of my few tips that I have. So guys, please like, share, subscribe to this channel. Let's just grow this community. It's not perfect. I don't promise you guys perfection. I'm gonna blunder. My video might not be clear. I'm not your bougie mama. I'm just somebody who's trying her best. Okay? So what I promise you guys is I'm gonna be very authentic. I'm gonna come with practical tips, and I'm gonna give you guys real life stories about what I'm going through. Hopefully it will help somebody somewhere. So with that being said, you have a good one, and hope to see you next time. Bye.